Hey everyone, welcome back to CryptoCache. Thank you so much for joining me here. I hope you're having a phenomenal day. Let's take another look here at Ethereum. Look at that here, 3,400, right there at that resistance range with that strong amount of volume profile here, that basically that point of control. We're going to talk a little bit about that and then also talk about this descending trend line and also draw out some new fibs here, basically older fibs rather, based on the newer data now that we've bottomed out. We're bouncing back to that 0.5 fib level. A lot of coins are doing this right now, and it's a very good sign, but every coin is different and they're not all built the same. So we're going to take a closer look at this guy here and just make sure we honor this descending trend line here. And when I say honor it, I'm basically just referring to the fact that we got to respect the fact that we're not out of the woods yet. This is a common situation where the price retraces back to that most recent point of control or that resistance range. We're going to take a look at that and much more. So if you are new to the channel, just say, hey, welcome aboard. Thanks so much for joining me here. Hope you can learn something today. If you do want to become a better trader, CryptoCache.tech is a site. Link down below. We secured some solid profits this morning from Bitcoin trade we took yesterday. Good 55.5% in 12 hours. Took a long from 60K to 63.3K. So again, awesome stuff. We've also got new trade alerts coming through here your way and some really robust features on our Discord. So be sure to check that out if you're part of our community. Even if you're not, there's a really good public section there where you can learn as much as you possibly can. That's the whole concept here, right? It's to ensure that you can be a better trader for yourself. Take a look here at liquidation levels on the heat map for the last 7 days. We can see that a lot of liquidation has been swept to the upside. There's a little bit left at 3,500, but roughly, majority of it's been swept. So there's some late shorts here entering the market, thinking that they're going to get lucky here for the price pulling back, with Bitcoin likely cooling off. And while that's a distinct probability, we never truly know. Coins are doing very good here today, and it's important not to get too crazy with short positions. Having said that, 3,000 is that heavy concentration liquidation. There's billions of dollars right here in that range, 3,100. And if we take a look at the larger time frame, we can see significant amount of liquidation between 3,600 and 3,800. Okay, so there's more incentive for the price to go higher than lower because there's a lot of shorts that need to get squeezed out. Okay, so let me tell you this: if you're a short and you got in back in the 1st of July, 2 weeks ago, and you didn't secure profits by now, shame on you. You shouldn't be part of the statistic right now. Okay, again, that's just kind of the way that it goes. And when I say shame on you too, there's learning experiences there as well. Not everybody knows that you've got to secure profits whenever you can in this crazy evolving market. But the truth is, you really do. And there's no other way around it. If you're not securing profits, you're not trading. If you're not trading, you're pretty much dying in the market because you can't just hodl forever. Obviously, spot trades are a different story, which we are, by the way, bringing to our community here soon. So I'm going to start sending out some spot trades, but we got some of those trade alerts coming here as soon as this morning. So cool stuff. Thanks again for the feedback, folks. Okay, daily time frame, moving averages. What do we do here? Well, we take a look here at the 50-day SMA and realize that we're not above it yet. Okay, it's running concurrent with this descending trend line. So generally speaking, when you see something of this nature, you want to respect the fact that we're not above it yet, and in turn that should work as a resistance. Okay, now, not an exact science, but when you have a descending trend line and 0.5 fib level kind of letting us know that we've hit that resistance, it might be a solid consideration to either A, short with caution, or wait for the price to pull back and to take the next long. Okay. Again, ETH it's a strong coin, so I don't really recommend shorting this coin in general, but if you're going to insist, now might be the time. But let's find out first, okay? Let's not just jump into it arbitrarily. We're over 50 on the RSI, support level below us. That's a good sign. Implying a short, probably not a good idea. Stochastic RSI swinging up. We can also see MACD converging. A lot of momentum coming here. But if we do take a look at this here, TD sequential tells us we're 7 days into this continuation. We're more than likely within the next 2 or 3 days due for a correction or the price to plateau, quite possibly at this 0.618 fib level. That'll be the next area of consideration for taking profit, but also liquidation. Okay, right there, smack dab in the middle of that is that 0.618 fib level, that golden pocket. So I'm going to consider shorting. I would much rather wait to that level instead of taking it right now. Again, I know it seems crazy because the price is overextended. Why wouldn't it pull back? But overextension means very little when you have other factors confirming the price is going to continue in that same direction. We can see TD sequential here reflecting more overextension, but our moving averages are looking pretty solid. We're now over the 200-day SMA. We have been for about 12 to 16 hours. That's a good sign. Take a look here, of course. We got a MACD convergence. We're over 70 on the RSI. Absolutely not a shorting opportunity at all. You always want to wait for the RSI to come back down under 70 before you consider securing profits on the long. Why would you take a short position if you aren't ready to take profits on the long yet? Doesn't make a lot of sense, right? Anyways, those are all things that kind of contribute here. Keep in mind, overextension is very relevant too in a lot of ways, but there's more contributing factors to the upside that lead me to believe that we're not going to see the price pull back very hard, if at all. Bitcoin has a CMA gap at 58,500, upwards of 61K. So if you're not familiar with that, it is definitely one of those things where you want to be mindful of, because that could very well get filled, right? But if it doesn't, then I think coins like Ethereum are just going to continue to shoot up and not really pull back whatsoever. Again, altcoins are looking pretty strong, and here's why it's a big deal. And I'm going to send a short here later today on TikTok and YouTube, so you're familiar with that. Generally speaking, when Bitcoin dominance increases and the price of altcoins increase, specifically large market cap coins with Bitcoin, that shows a tremendous amount of strength in the market and leads me to believe that if Bitcoin starts to pull back, we're only going to see Bitcoin dominance decrease, which is a very good sign, and it'll only provide that cycle for altcoins to continue to improve. So you are dramatically more likely to find success to the upside than the downside right now. Ichimoku Cloud confirming all green lights to not take a short and to leave your long position open. So congrats if you're in profit. You're probably going to get more of it out of it. Keep in mind though, again, the only caveat here is that Bitcoin could retrace. It's massively overextended, and it would make sense for it to pull back. But once more, we're holding off as a community to take better entries on long positions if the prices pull back. There's a solid chance, though, every single coin I've evaluated today may not pull back to those levels, and it'll continue to increase. And we'll have to redefine those new support levels once they establish themselves. Yeah, that's what we want to do here with Ethereum too. Keep nimble, make sure you stay liquid, and don't get too crazy ahead of yourselves. But if you're in some longs right now, consider securing profits or just adjusting your stop loss higher so you do secure profits at the right time. We never truly know when that is, but right now, it certainly seems like Bitcoin's on a tear. There's no reason for us to consider otherwise. I hope you made sense of this, and I made sense of it for you. Thanks so much again for watching. Do yourself a favor, join CryptoCache team over here with BitUnix, phenomenal exchange. Highly recommended them. Use their link down below to register so you get these awesome rewards. I also recommend you joining us over on Twitter, Telegram, or Discord. Specifically Discord, because there's a tremendous amount of resources here. We got a good, solid, robust education section too, so you can kind of stay familiar with everything. So just a lot of fun, and we have a great time together, so I deeply appreciate our members. Thank you so much for being an awesome part of my life. Thank you for liking the video. We'll see you in the next one. Take care.